Happy Friday. It's 4:45, a weather impact alert because of the fog this morning. We could see some super fog, which means really thick and dense fog. We had those marsh fires yesterday on the West Bank in St. Charles Parish and in St. John the Baptist Parish. Now, the smoke is improved. It looks like the fires have basically stopped, but there could still be some smoke particles lingering across the region. That's why we're calling for super fog. When fog mixes with smoke particles, it just gets a lot worse. And we're seeing that across our roadways, especially along I-55. The southern portion of it, parts of the southern portion of the causeway, even for, really mostly the South Shore in our river parishes and parts of the metro area. Even so, on the North Shore and in South Mississippi, even though it's not considered super fog north of the lake, we're still dealing with sea fog moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. So the fog is a problem almost everywhere, and it could be locally thick and locally dense, and then made worse, of course, by the smoke particles for parts of the South Shore. So drive carefully this morning. Here's a current look at visibility. Down to a quarter of a mile for Reserve and in Belle Chase and in Homa. Same goes for Slidell and Bogalusa. Same goes for Picayune as well. So we are dealing with fog across the region. Make sure you drive carefully. Plan for a slow commute. And not only with the fog, but with the road closures, of course, with the Super Bowl weekend ahead. Super fog for the Super Bowl weekend, unfortunately. Fog will be thick throughout the morning hours until about 9 or 10 a.m. this morning. So it is going to be kind of a treacherous morning in a few spots. Just take it easy on the road. Some areas visibility isn't so terrible. Then you drive a couple miles down the road and it gets a lot worse, which makes it even more tricky, of course. Here's a current look with our View Orleans camera over the French Quarter along the Mississippi River, seeing that low-hanging fog for parts of the city as well. Winds are calm. It's humid. Temperatures are in the 60s. It's been warm. It's been humid. Fog conditions have been ripe all week, but it could be a little bit worse this morning because of the marsh fires that we saw yesterday. Here we go with the fog through the rest of the morning until about 10 a.m. We have a dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. this morning across the entire area. Temperatures mostly in the 60s across the board. It's a mild and humid start. We'll get to about 80 degrees this afternoon. We'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds later today, and we stay warm and humid all weekend long. Tonight, we'll see some more fog developing late tonight. Fog will continue overnight through Saturday morning, and then temperatures will be back in the 60s tomorrow morning. Super Bowl weekend looks great, but we'll be watching for the morning fog tomorrow and Sunday. Partly cloudy skies, dry, but very warm all weekend. Temperatures around 80 degrees Saturday and Sunday, so we're talking near record temperatures. We did break a record yesterday at the New Orleans International Airport. We hit 82 degrees. We're talking low 80s the next 3 days through the weekend. Even next week will be in the 70s, so the very mild and warm weather continues into next week. We do have some changes finally on the way next week as the front starts to move towards the deep south, giving us some rain and storms next Tuesday. Even through Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be tracking some heavier showers and storms by Tuesday and the middle of next week. Here's that 7-day forecast. No signs of winter as we go to the second week of February.